Please stop crying about a character's skin color or their racial background. It doesn't matter. And I'm bringing it up because if you have not seen or paid attention, the picture of the thumbnail is actually a sketch from Horikoshi himself, the mangaka from My Hero Academia. And when it comes to the comments, if you really just scroll down, I'll put some pictures for you, but there's a ton of them when it comes to Mirko's skin color. And people are questioning, why is she white? Why would you dye her this color? Etc, etc. And there was even one talking about the lighting on your skin, which we're gonna go take a look right now. Now, of course, I'm not really out here a lot, so let's take a real quick test when it comes to the sun. I mean, as you can see, nothing really changes other than the shade of it. It's not altering my skin color or anything. But yeah, just wanted to try it. So yeah, that made no difference. But as you can see, if you have fans like this, and if fans like this are making their way into anime, if I was a mangaka myself, I wouldn't want to release anything for the Western audience. I wouldn't change anything. And matter of fact, I will stop creating characters that fit certain criteria just to piss them off even more. So yeah, let me make a few points for you. When we talk about manga and anime and anything production-wise, you gotta understand that it's coming from Japan. It's their original work, it's their author's culture and everything that they've experienced or what they're basing it on. So if you are asking for them to fit Western audience specifically just because you don't think the color of the skin should be that of a Japanese person or it shouldn't be one of them, you're crazy. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are getting offended by what I'm saying, go for it. I don't care. But the reality is they're not gonna care either. When it comes to Japanese people creating their own stuff, I'm fine with them creating it. I'm Hispanic myself, and I could care less if one of them doesn't look like me or 100% of the mangas have 0 characters that come from a Hispanic descent or are Hispanic themselves. It just doesn't matter. It makes no sense to complain about it, and it's just gonna piss off authors even more. Another thing that you might not have realized if you are one of those people that are complaining about it is that people are just tan.
What?
Mirko is just a tan character. She is the tan rabbit. You go to different parts of Japan, especially if you look at Okinawa, most of the people are tan. If you look at characters from different shows, for example, the last one that just released is Okitsura, and it's really a show just based in Okinawa. All the characters are tan. You can't just say that they are black or brown because that's how they look. There's plenty of differences between people, even in Mexico, which is my home country. I'm one of the lighter ones. A lot of the people are way darker than I am, but I'm still from there. So it makes no sense for you to assume their background or anything or so. You should only assume that most of them will be Japanese because that's where they're being created. And even if you are complaining about this, let's take a look at some of the characters that you can find in plenty of different shows. For example, Ogun from Fire Force, Onyankopon from Attack on Titan, Kaname from Bleach, Afro Samurai, and there's plenty of others. You can go down the list and go to Google or go even and start reading different mangas because clearly you have no idea what you're talking about. We're talking about Hispanic people. You got Ricardo from Hajime no Ippo, you got Chad from Bleach, you got David Martinez from Cyberpunk. Again, you can go look in Google, find a completely different list. And if you really want to mention something, the author of One Piece himself, Oda, has mentioned that Luffy would be Brazilian if he was to be from our actual world, from a nationality. He has said multiple times that he would probably be Brazilian. When it comes to Goku, Dragon Ball, you should know that it's based from Son Wukong, which is a Chinese myth. So not everything that Japanese people use, even it's their own culture or everything's Japanese. They are definitely based off of other things that they find themselves inspiration for. And we should be glad that they're creating things like this. And we shouldn't just be complaining to complain. The last thing I really want to mention is if Japanese people were to change something from the American culture or from Hispanic culture and make it to their own, a lot of communities will have a complete meltdown over them changing the color of the skin to fit Japanese standards or whatever the case. And this would also happen if Hispanic did it to a black people show or if black people did it to a Hispanic show. A lot of these things would happen. So it's either going to be everyone has to care about it and it's going to just ruin an author's work and everyone's work, and not just from Japan, from everywhere else, or you have to just not care about it and let everyone freely do whatever they want. Because at the end of the day, I'm just here to watch anime. I'm just here to enjoy anime, man. Like, there's no point in me complaining about a character not being Hispanic. It just adds to nothing. There's no point in it. And as long as you understand where it's coming from, it really makes no sense for you to complain about it. But yeah, stop complaining. That's about it for this video. And yeah, see you next time.